to Southern California Tag Team of the Year with Scott Loss, and a two-time PWG Tag Team Champion, again with Scott Loss. So the Technical Wizard has a very vast repertoire. And now to Joey Eastman for your ring announcements.
And it is an opening round match in the 2005 Ted Petty Invitational Tournament. Your referee, Bryce Rumsberg. Introducing first from Chicago, Illinois, the Anarchist, Arik. And his opponent, hailing from Los Angeles, California, Joey Ryan.
A first-time appearance for Joey Ryan, the hand-selected replacement for Super Dragon. Super Dragon himself sent Joey Ryan to replace him here on the first night in this tournament. He has a huge chance here if he's able to score a victory over former IWA World Champion
Now already a single-arm DDT out of Joey Ryan. Just in case anyone's joining IWA for the first time here at Smart Mark Video, Arik Cannon, very well known for his series maneuvers, the Glimmering Warlock, the Shining Enzuigiri, his finishing maneuver, also the side Saito suplex, a backdrop driver, as well as the climbing Enzuigiri and a hanging snap neck breaker, which you have to see to believe. And right now, Joey Ryan taking an early advantage over the Anarchist, really cinching him tight on a hammerlock.
Give it up!
Joey Ryan trying to take control here.
Now Northern Light suplex kept the hammerlock cinch and already attacking the shoulder of Arik Cannon. Keep in mind, Arik Cannon also had the recently injured collarbone, which caused him to lose the IWA World Heavyweight title.
Forfeited the title.
And it looks like Joey Ryan has scouted Arik Cannon here for this first match, maybe a first time in IWA, but he has apparently done his homework.
Absolutely, he sees the opportunity. I mean, if he can walk away the Ted Petty Invitational Tournament winner in his first 2 nights in IWA competition, where does that put him in IWA? I mean, you'd think he'd be right at the top of the list.
Now Joey Ryan still trying to maintain the advantage, but Cannon did reach the ropes. Some innovation so far. We just saw a hammerlock backbreaker, really focusing the attack on that left arm and shoulder so far of the Anarchist. And I don't know if he wants to exchange forearms. Arik Cannon definitely can lay the forearms in, as we saw him do with Chris Hero in their last 2 matches. And a drop kick connects with the Anarchist. And
beautifully placed.
Arik Cannon to the outside, and as the IWA fans are well trained to do, they are getting the hell out of the way.
And Joey Ryan got caught there. Caught a forearm for his trouble.
Like I said, Arik Cannon not one to set up a forearm exchange with. And
could this be that
we're looking for that hanging snap?
Yeah, right on the floor. That is certainly going to change the pace of this matchup. Joey Ryan looked to be in control early on. Arik Cannon now, after dropping him on his head on the concrete, certainly in control. Cannon favoring that left arm, that left shoulder.
But that neckbreaker definitely took a lot out of Joey Ryan. The neckbreaker on the floor. There are no pads around the outside of an IWA Mid-South ring. That is simply the floor of the National Guard Armory here in Hammond, Indiana.
Cannon only able to get a 2 count there.
And with the neckbreaker, definitely some susceptibility to the skull, and also obviously the neck, hence the name of the move, neckbreaker. And now Cannon impressively pulls off the snapmare with only 1 arm.
If Cannon really favoring that arm, you'd have to imagine the rest of the locker room looking on, writing that down maybe, and just in case they have to face Arik Cannon here in the second round. Nobody knows who their second round opponent is going to be if they're even able to get out of the first round.
That was a belly-to-back suplex out of Arik Cannon, not his side Saito suplex. And now figure fouring the legs. And once again, some submission-based wrestling here in the Ted Petty Invitational. And the brutal strike out of the Anarchist. And now trying to get the arm so he can get full stretch and full advantage of this maneuver.
Cannon now wrenching away. Frustrated a little bit by his inability to get a tap out there.
And now backing into the corner. And here come the chops of the Anarchist.
Joey Ryan now able to turn the tables. Big back chop. And another.
Irish whip into the other side. Cannon hard into the turnbuckle. And with a forearm connects does Joey Ryan.
Sends him across one more time.
And look. Had him looked like could have been a variation of a T-bone. Anarchist ducking the clothesline. And once again to the neck. Many of the trademark holds of the Anarchist geared toward the neck. As we mentioned, that side Saito suplex where he drops opponents as close to on top of their head as humanly possible. The glimmering warlock, the shining enziguri impacting the back of the head. And again, that climbing, the standing enziguri, the step-up enziguri. And now as he pulls him up for a suplex, another maneuver that attacks the back as well as the neck.
Only able to get a 2 count. Joey Ryan showing some fire. I gotta say, I'm really digging the DC logo that Joey Ryan has on the back of his side. I think it's really cool. Just shout him out there on that one. Oh, come on. Arik Cannon stooping to an eye poke.
And there's nothing very sweet or scientific about that, but nonetheless it is effective, as Cannon with just a brutal right directly to Joey Ryan. And the technical wizard definitely still shaking off the effects of that maneuver. Cannon bringing him back up. And again with the chops.
Arik Cannon listing Kenta Kobashi, Mike Quackenbush, Reckless Youth, Dean Malenko, and Johnny Saint as his wrestling influences. Wide variety there.
And once again, draping that left arm over the top rope, and now flying to the outside, and he knocks him into what appears to be about the second or third row.
25 minutes remaining.
Both men very slow to get back to their feet. Remember, there is a 20 count here in the IWA Mid-South, as we are under the rules of the National Wrestling Alliance, as we are partnered with NWA Midwest.
Begrudgingly, we are partnered with NWA Midwest.
In fact, we may see that relationship, that somewhat bittered relationship between Ian Rotten and Ed Schumann come to an end in the the first man standing match coming up on the double shot weekend with Totally Tool Wrestling in IWA Mid-South coming up on October 15th.
Make sure you check out Smart Mark Video for both of those tapes and DVDs. As we are back in the ring now, Joey Ryan taking a risk up to the top rope. Cross body block, 1, 2.
High cross body, almost looked like Cannon maybe tried to float over, but did not have the strength in that arm to do so. And once again, to the arm, a very well-targeted attack by Joey Ryan. You can't help but wonder, maybe he talked to Chris Hero, because we saw so many different submissions, so many different strikes, so many different slams inside and outside the ring. Perhaps Hero gave a little inside track to Joey Ryan about some different parts he wore down on the Anarchist. And there we go. There's the step-up enziguri. Trying to break him down. This could be the Saito suplex.
Oh, right on the back of his head. That should do it. 1, 2. No! Joey Ryan able to get the shoulder off the mat. Unbelievable.
Ben, I thought for sure the lights were out. They may have been, but indeed there was somebody home by the time that all-important 3 was about to hit the mat. Cannon now trying to pull up Joey Ryan back to his feet, and a straight forearm. Once again, we've been seeing a lot more of that attack from the Anarchist as of late. And now has him in the buckle.
Ryan now smartly grabbing onto the top rope there.
driving in what looks like could be a T-bone or a Uranagi, and goes into
German
the suplex with
one,
the bridge.
two.
Anarchist again.
Just able.
Another high-impact suplex, going right back to the attack on the vertebrae and the cranium, as we stated. Much the game plan in many matches of the Anarchist Arik Cannon. And Joey Ryan, as he's slow to get back up to his feet, needs to be very careful because all the Anarchist needs is one knee, and he can deliver that glimmering warlock. And there's a straight boot to the head and a super kick follow-up by the...
Perfectly placed. 1, 2.
Come on, Frank!
That was beautifully placed, Kevin. Joey Ryan almost able.
Very well placed, but Joey Ryan probably should have stayed on top of the Anarchist as he's now taking his... He's going to the arena floor, and the Anarchist, of course, has 20 seconds. Ryan needs to keep the Anarchist in the ring. He cannot give Arik Cannon an opportunity to get his win back like this, but both men very worn down.
Another eye poke. And a straight right.
I'll just let the sound of that move speak for itself.
20 minutes remaining.
And he went for that neck breaker again.
Went to the
But
well
Joey
one
Ryan
too many
smartly
times.
grabs the ropes. Doesn't allow himself to be taken over.
Went to the well one too many times. The well was dry, and all Cannon found was his own back hitting the floor of the Hammond Armory. And now Joey Ryan, once again, getting this battle back inside the ring. What will it take for him to finish off the Anarchist?
Ryan now placing Arik Cannon on the top rope.
Could be getting him in position for one of his signature maneuvers.
Second rope swinging neck breaker. And he refers to as the Alba Toss, formerly known as the Dump Drop, but he doesn't like Hillary Duff's new look, so he's actually renamed it the Alba Toss after his new favorite, Jessica Alba. I guess he's from LA. He actually asked me to specifically say that. He wanted to get that across about the new move, the Alba Toss. We just saw it. What do you think of the Alba Toss?
Ladies and gentlemen, I've seen it all reference to Jessica Alba on IWA Mid-South Wrestling Commentary.
Joey Ryan now, after that Alba Toss, in control.
Ryan needs to stay on top of the Anarchist, cannot give him these opportunities because you know the Anarchist wants this. Ted Petty Invitational, he's been in this tournament before, and now he has him.
Oh, he was able to dump him into the corner, a move he's tried to connect with.
That was at least
a couple
the
of
third
times
attempt in this match to try and get that T-bone into the corner.
Finally successful, and it's definitely had its effects.
And
one more
again,
and another.
And Joey Ryan much slower on the rebound this time around. Anarchist getting some distance, but perhaps waiting for that one knee to go in the air for the glimmering warlock. And you can almost see the look on Can's face. He can taste it. He can sense victory. He can sense the next round. And there it is. One knee's up. Glimmering warlock. But I think
ducked under.
It looks like Joey Ryan
rolls him 1, 2. Oh, Joey Ryan so close.
Perhaps a game of possible.
There it was. Glimmering warlock. Good night, Irene. 1, 2, 3.
Your winner.